Greetings, fellow mammals. Season 2 has finally arrived, and with it came 3 new weapons, at least so far. And because progress takes ages in this game, I am not ready to do a full breakdown of them just yet. However, I do feel able to give you a short overview of what you can expect and my thoughts on these new guns so far. So before I go into the detailed analysis, let me give you a conclusion up front. The new assault rifle, the VCR-2, is basically just an M433 on even more steroids. The new M121A2 LMG is basically just an M240 on even more steroids. And the GRT Child Protective Services is basically just an LMR on even more hormone blockers. So all in all, 2 very strong choices and 1 for a special kind of playstyle. The problems of these weapons are hidden in the details, so that's what we're going to have a brief look at now. The VCR is basically just a faster firing M433 with, at least as far as I can tell, not that much more recoil, so essentially just an upgrade. You can also find pretty much all the classic attachments here, so as you can already see, the build is very likely going to look like it always does for me. From using it so far, I really don't see the point in the M433 anymore. The only thing that weapon had going for it was being somewhat shitty in mid-range compared to the slower killing G36, but in return shredding up close because of the fire rate. And unfortunately, that is exactly what this VCR does too, but better. So yeah. To be clear, I don't really have any complaints about this weapon in itself, but I do wonder how this affects the overall balance. Oh, and one buggy thing I need to point out before we move on. Since this is a bullpup, you can do these ADS reloads. Problem is, very easy to see with these iron sights here, when you do that, it doesn't align correctly at the end of the animation. So it kind of holds this crooked angle for a while and then it finally readjusts to the correct position a bit later. Not a deal breaker or anything, but just annoying at times. DICE, please fix. This LMG is just an improved M240 with less attachment options and annoying ammo. That's it. So it kills faster and reloads slower, but like on a few other LMGs, you don't get a light barrel and instead only a short one. That kind of limits its potential accuracy wise and also makes for more restrictive builds. But honestly, this thing hits so fucking hard, I don't even care. And as you can see, I'm not even using a recoil grip on it because I generally don't feel like I need one. For close and lower mid-range, this is easily the strongest option now. And if you like the M240 already, this will likely work for you as well. With a minimum ADS speed of 300 milliseconds though, for most people it won't be that enjoyable. Of course, if you play it on support you get 250, so that kind of works. Different to the VCR versus M433 situation, I can still see the point in having the M240 though. It has a light barrel and it has a 75 round belt option that also improves accuracy. So if you can actually notice those slight differences, I guess that's where the M240 can shine. In comparison, this new option has better performance and actually usable hipfire, so there should be something here for everyone now. The GRT Chronic Pain Syndrome is a 1-to-1 copy of the LMR. Thankfully that one was also buffed with this patch and that buff was then also instantly carried over to this new creation. So the damage is a bit higher, which mainly affects the headshot interactions, more on that in a later episode, but the basic profile is still the same. 4 shots to kill, and in this case with an even slower rate of fire. So as it stands right now, this weapon has officially dethroned the EMR when it comes to having the worst time to kill in the game. 500 milliseconds. That's what you are going to be working with without headshots. At least, and that's the only good news, you start out with hollow point ammo from the get-go. Seems like some developer felt a bit of pity there. Still, I am not looking forward to mastering this. Yes, I know, it has more ammo and less recoil, but all of that combined with this performance leads into a playstyle I absolutely despise. So please don't expect me to enjoy this crap. What's your takeaway from these weapons so far? Did I miss anything crucial? And which gun do you think has profited the most from the recent recoil fix? Please let me know in the comments, I'll be interested to see what I should cover next. And that's it for today. Thank you for your time and I will see you on the battlefield. Sorrow out.